Hello guys, how are we doing today? Are we doing great or what? What a beautiful Wednesday we got ahead of us. What do you think of this slideshow, by the way? It's kind of cool. You can set up so many things in like this little thing, you know? There's one effect thing where you scroll. I think it's happening now, right? Yeah, you can like do this. So many things in just, one application. That's for free. OBS, ladies and gentlemen. What a thing, huh? And now we won't be scrolling like this horizontally for the entire stream, but I figured we could for just quite a bit, chill like this. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, I mean, FL Studio. Let me turn off this, instead of the horizontal slide, I think they got a vertical one as well. Let me just try to get this turned off. I'm not quite realizing how to do that. Filters, properties, scroll, turned off. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a 600k very chill and laid back stream. No, doing nothing special apart from chilling and celebrating with you guys. I'm very, very thankful for so much support and love. And I thought, I just go live and say that. That's too loud compared to my voice. Okay, give me a sec here. We're doing the classic routing through FL Studio setup. So just in case I want to, echo up the bass in my voice, we can get a really, nice and bassy tone in here. Just in case. So if you think the volume is okay now, my voice compared to music, please say I in chat. Might want to turn down the music. All right, we will. Yeah, Jackster, I did see that. I was really happy to see it. It was amazing. So we actually got quite a lot of things to do here. I was trying to find a word for it, but I don't know what's. It's not. I wrote schedule, but it's not called a schedule. What is it called when you have a lot of things to do? I can show you here that this was my idea about things that we have to do today. So one is, it's not called a schedule. What is it called? Voice still a bit low. Okay, give me a second. What about now? Let me bring up KHS gain here. You can see in real time. We're liking the 10 dB voice? Is that good? Agenda. Maybe with a J. Or a G. Okay, now is agenda with a J or a G? Agenda. Anyways, we got a schedule here. So we got to do a slightly above average stitch impression. We got to have a 1 geometry dash break. We got to make a song with the samples you send. I already got a lot of samples. I don't know if I'm able to get more into while we stream as we go, because we already got a good collection here of streams. No, not of streams, of samples. I'll show them to you in a second. And another thing was ask me questions and Swedish talk. So we can have, all right, we got all people writing here. It's agenda with a J. So is anyone saying agenda with a G? Yeah, XC 100, thank you. I appreciate you for being on my side with the agenda. All right. Have I ever been to Finland? All right, we're getting to the questions right away. Yeah, I have been to Finland. I have been to Helsinki. It was amazing and lovely and a beautiful, beautiful place. So now ask me questions done. Let's get ahead and get rid of this schedule. Let's not call it a schedule. It's called an agenda. Remove it. There we go. So we're going to make something out of something here. And we got, the last 2 days, people sent in samples through the Discord in the hashtag Sandwich channel. So I made a little collection here. We got it in a sample pack here called the Various Sample Pack. So I think we can, this is like an array. A lot of samples were sent that aren't in this, but I think one from each person is here at least. So let's have a listen through the various samples here and see what we feel. So these are not one sample, but these are all the samples compiled, if you will, into one sample. Thank you, Best Rex. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's bring it up here. Color, we're doing a green here. Might be a bit big face, right?
Attention to all passengers.
I love that one. I love that one too. Amazing. What a great collection. You know, this could do for a song. I think I just want to give a shout out to some of my favorites in here. Yeah, that's not a favorite. I just think it's funny. You know, whenever I search these sound effects, I search for Gen Z boom effect. But it was actually a thing before that. It was a thing on Vine already, you know? That's good. And the other thing I really like here. Yeah, I really like this sample. And there's another one. I'll see if I can find it. Because we also got it as a sample pack here on the left. Where there are some more here. I didn't put the long ones in this compilation one, okay? Oh, sorry, maybe. I just thought I took the first one from each person. I'll bring it in just a bit. This one. I think this one could do for some amazing stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and make something out of this, and I think we're gonna start with a classic pattern, the 4/4 kick. Hi, Joyful, the number 1337. All right. So there was my friend just came home, so I need to close the door. Det är lugnt om du gör oväsen. Vad sa du? Okej. All right, let's get to it. 4 on the floor. So there were some person who sent in a kick. I think that's really thoughtful, you know, when you can send in a sample, you can send in any sample you like. But someone is like, yeah, I want to give him a practical sample. I want him to get something that he could have use for. Instead of, you know, okay, that one is actually quite useful. That is a Team Fortress 2 effect, I believe. Someone sent quite a lot of Team Fortress samples. I appreciate it. But we got the hardstyle kick loop here. Amazing. Any BPM of preference today? First one who writes will get it. Unless it's something too crazy, you know. Honestly, I can only do 133 BPM. Let's do 133. Turn off low loop points. 177. 177. I don't know why I ask for it if I don't want it, you know. I really wanted to do 134, 133. I think that's the most common BPM for a Synthet video because it's like this. You know how 128 is the most common for house songs, and arguably, or not arguably, what do you say? Supposedly that's because, you know, they like to jump to that rhythm. 128 is like the ideal rhythm for jumping. And I think 133 is the ideal BPM for talking. So we got a kick loop here, and let's bring some drums. Got an almond break. That's just 177, 170. There were some other drums as well, I think. It's pretty... Yeah, we can do 177. Maybe that would be good. What song is this? Someone sent in this bass sample, which I really recognize. 160. It's a Red Hot Chili Peppers song, right? Thank you, family account. What a great name for an account. We got two vocal chops here, which I really like. There we go. We're off to a great start, everybody. Now, please remind me if I forget anything on the schedule or the agenda, the edge. Oh, you know, this is a classic FL Studio issue, you know, when you accidentally double the songs, double the things, and you can't see it. So there's nothing here telling me that there's two of it, you know? There's nothing telling me there's two on top of each other, apart from the volume. But there is. Oh, there wasn't there.
Attention.
That could be for the snare for this one, couldn't it? What's my favorite number? I'd say 33. I grew up with closely on a street number called 33. So there we got a snare. I don't think we're allowed to use plugins either on this one. It's supposed to be only samples, you know. You know, I always think that when people use random ass samples to create a song, and they're like, oh yeah, I just took this tiny little bit of this sound, and then I warped it and morphed it. You know, it's not... I'd rather see someone use an actual like, trash sound and create a song with it. It kind of became a little swing there. But I thought the door close sample could use as a, you know... That's good. You're in English class and doing a Hunger Games project currently, lol. Tell me more. You know, I used to love Hunger Games. Now, our goal here is to put as many samples as we can into this little track. And so far, I've done a kind of a bad job. I think that should be a riser. The whistle hurts your ears. I'm sorry. I'm an attentive listener, guys, so if you tell me something that I should change, I'll probably listen to you. I'm not very good at standing my ground. This one I sent in, so it doesn't really count. But there was some other part of drums that I'm looking for. There we go. These are drums in precisely my taste. $160, turn it in. There we go. Let's listen to this. Maybe I'll get in just a sec. It's just I gotta figure out. I'm on 2 screens right now, and I'm already kind of bad at handling 1 screen. There we go. Okay, so now if you guys want to send any more samples through the Synthet channel, I see some here. I'll go ahead and download them. So here I got an organ one shot from Faye. Thank you. Now we don't really need any more samples, but does it hurt? No. And we got the Amen Classic, and we got a burp. So I'll drop this in just a second. Let's listen to the song while I'm doing this. Those drums are actually fire on this. The only thing I'm questioning is whether it's too much of a piracy. Not called piracy. What's it called? Plagiarism? Copyrights? Thank you, Joe Bogan. Thank you, Bojan. Shonky, thank you, bro. Man, I love your content. I'm so glad you're here. Alright, so I was gonna drag in some new samples. Let's listen to the song while I do that. Man, Shonky, I really love your content, man. That rat video got me into the rat music. Alright, let's get to it. Downloads, no. This one is in the various sample pack. I just added a few more, so we can just reread structure and we should see these new ones. Muchas gracias, Molesto. Please, would you make some cuarteto? I'll have to put it, I'll put it on my list, but I've never heard of cuarteto before. Is that a genre? What kind of genre, what sort of area is this genre in? All right, so we got to... Let's get back to the track here. The thing with this song is you can really drag any sample and it won't fit too bad. Let's listen to this party horn here, see if we got it going. I think it should be pitched out. It sounds... Okay, this one was quite... That should be our second riser, I think. So we got... First riser is this video game thing. Thank you, Super Gabby Boy. Welcome to the Discord. Welcome to the community. Glad to have you. So there we got it. We got 2 risers now already. But the effects isn't what makes the song, you know. You gotta opt for the actual music making. You know, sometimes you make music and you get stuck on this kind of stuff, don't you? I was looking for one particular sample. Oh, that's cool. But I know how it will fit as of now. I can't find the samples I dragged in. Attention to all passengers. This sounds
Attention to all passengers.
kind of creepy. Organic drums or something. This one sounds pretty good. But I think what we really need is a part 2 where we can get some of these samples in. Oh, there it is. Synthet producer tag. Let's see what it is.
Synthet made this one.
Well, I did.
Synthet made this one.
I kind of want to say Synthet made this.
Synthet made this one.
And then we need to have a crash on the first beat here.
This one.
The roots of the Quartetto ensemble are in Italian and Spanish dance ensembles. The name was coined because the early dancehall numbers were invariably 4-piece bands: violin, piano, accordion, bass. So that's the genre. Molesto, all right. Thank you. I'll write it up and I'll look into it.
Synthet made this one.
We need the crash. Maybe the door close will work for that as well. And now we listen. That's good. All right. Now we need the chord part. And the chord is gonna be a bit hard, I think, because we don't have any, we don't have any chord instruments really. But we got. I was looking for. Did someone send in just like a major chord? There. But I think it's in minor. The thing is, we kind of want minor chords, don't we? Or is this I can't hear it from my ears. Oh, but there we got a minor chord. So we should, in theory, but we're here under pressure. We can't really expect anything from ourselves under this pressure. It's amazing. It's already in key. Kind of, right? What was the burp? Ooh. The thing is, I kind of gotta, there's two things. I like all food. So I'm not a picky person. And it's not like there's not any sounds. Some people can't take the sound of crayons, They hate crayons. I can take crayons. But I do have a thing, burps. It really makes me feel kind of sick. Those are, and belly buttons. Those are things. I don't think we can handle that one. I'm sorry, the burper. And here we got the Fortress reel loop. I think this is from some kind of TF2, right? So that will be for our part 2 of this amazing song. Dun, 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 dun. Pop, 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 pop. Something like that. What do you think? Gotta love that sample taken straight out of Pursuit of Happiness. Oh, it's from Pursuit of Happiness, that song with Kid Cudi. Is that it? More reverb? We're not working with the reverb here today, guys. We want a dry song. All right, guys, let's listen through this and then it's time for some of the things on the schedule. So we got things we got to do, and I want you to vote in the chat which one we should do next to celebrate. How can I see with the hair on my hair like that? It's actually quite difficult. This last part is a bit different, isn't it?
Synthet made this one.
I don't feel like that, guys. It says Synthet made this, but honestly, I gotta say, it feels like we made this. We made this together. Me and you. Alright. We're gonna listen to one round of this song while the poll goes on, and I'll get some water to drink. Scully. Thank you, 81UE. Thank you very much. Do you have any videos for stuff like saxophone and trumpet that sounds jazzy or blues? If not, do you have any advice for it? Saxophone is the one instrument I've played the most, and the one I regret the most, I think. Because it's so difficult getting good at saxophone, I'm gonna remove the schedule here. That's what we can do in these events? Oh no, we can't. I thought we could bring up the slideshow. I don't have any videos for saxophone specifically, and I think it's I regret playing saxophone because it was so hard at getting good at those things you mentioned, you know, getting good at jazz. It was awful. It's not worth it because you never get to a level where it's like a spontaneous instrument that you can just pull up like a guitar or a piano. Everyone is glad when you play a piano, you know. People can sing along, it's really lovely. But for a saxophone, you'll just have to spend 10 minutes or 15 minutes mounting it, and then you go ahead and it's way too loud, and people can't sing along to it. But you know, on the other hand, a really skilled saxophonist, that gets anyone going. So you win some, you lose some. So which thing won the poll here? Geometry Dash won by far, right? 47%. Thing is, then we gotta make a Geometry Dash track really quick. But I think that should be doable because we already got drums in 160 BPM here. And all we need to go with that is some kind of melody. Do you mean you played saxophone IRL? Yeah, it's an instrument I've spent the most time trying to learn. And I still feel as if I should have focused on, you know, having... Oh, sorry. I do have a piano here, but you can't see it. There. Sorry about that. And if I just would have spent all that time on the piano instead, it would have helped me in so many other occasions, while my saxophone hours don't really give me anything these days. So Geometry Dash break, we all know what it's like. We're just gonna make a new pattern. We're gonna drag in a sample. And I think this Cahijo vocal here is perfect for this occasion. First thing we gotta do is create a chorus. And that's the easy part, you know? Ba-da-dum, dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. I think Cahijo might just have found the perfect Geometry Dash sample. Maybe a chord there as well. And the thing is, you gotta have obstacles in the chorus, and this is quite an easy obstacle, you know, because in this, if you're a Geometry Dash player, you go ahead and you grab your little yellow guy here. You can just, you know, it's quite easy to slide under the obstacle. But if we would have, say, you know, put this note here, made slide of a difficult obstacle, it wouldn't sound good. And that's the art of Geometry Dash chorus making in FL Studio, which people don't seem to realize nowadays. But this is, here we go. Here's a perfect obstacle, you know. You see this tiny little thing where you have to glide through. And the thing that's difficult here is you can't go too high, because then you'll knock right into the G5. Gotta stay right in the middle. And there we go. Difficult word for me, that one. Middle. I've been practicing for, 3 minutes a day on this very word. I'll say it to you. This is... Once you hear this, you will never be able to unhear this. But I want to give you guys something special once who are in today on this 600K special. And that is that I can't pronounce the word slide. Slide. All right. Okay, now it went okay. But I've got a kind of like a verbal issue with saying slide. It goes like slide instead of a formal, a proper slide. So if I say it fast, I can't say it without saying slide. A slide note. And it really grinds my gears, you know. I can't unhear it myself. So I've been saying to myself, no more videos about slide notes, because I can't say it, you know. All right, I like talking too much. Let's go with the Geometry Dash course here. What part of Sweden are you from? I'm from Linköping in Östergötland. here we go. Perfect obstacle. A little gap here. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Ba-da-da, ba-da, 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 ba-da. You gotta bring in that chord there. Thank you, Kronos. Glad to have you here. So right, we got the Geometry Dash course. We're gonna build a quick baseline below this. So we got a C. Boo, boo. Boo, ba, boo, ba. Do you play guitar at all? Yeah. I play some guitar, but still it's the same thing. I wish I would have spent it all on one instrument. I could have spent it all on guitar. I could have spent it all on the piano. I could have spent it all on one thing. Now I'm slightly below average on all three of them, you know? Thank you, fan of Yoshi. I appreciate it. Yeah, mostly self-taught, yeah. And in some cases you can tell. So the thing about a great course is also you need to have, you know, some different colors. You need to have these clouds going. Yeah, I was still kind of surprised not a lot of more people have caught on to the trend of this, you know. So there we got a cloud, get on the cloud here. And I think the course is ready like that. And put a last baseline note, which is going to be an orange one. And we're ending on a C, so the last one is going to be, naturally, a C. And the last thing we got to do here is just grab this tiny Geometry Dash fella, put on this setting right here. I don't know if you can see it properly. It's scroll to reach time markers. And with that, you know... Oh, no, it's not on. It is? There we go. All right, let's get to it. Let's see if we can manage this track. I think it's going to be insanely difficult. Let's get... How do I move this guy? Oh, shift. Right. 3, 2, 1, go. That is insanely difficult. Let's try again here. Ah! Thank you, Skyijo. I really loving it so far. But I do gotta say, this is one of the hardest Geometry Dash courses within FL Studio I've ever tried so far. Let's bring the BPM down to 146 and let's give it another try here. Up. Ooh. Okay, I can't cheat. You gotta be honest with yourself, because that's the issue here. There's no one's gonna tell you. Have you guys tried that YouTube game? You know, what I was gonna say is, no one's gonna tell you when you're losing. You gotta be honest with yourself. Have you guys played that YouTube game where you're supposed to use your typing keys to move around a little white dot in a circle, kind of? And it's the same thing there. That I went outside the line the entire race, but there was no one to tell me that I was wrong, you know. I still got the gold medal, according to the YouTube video. But I knew in my heart that what I did was cheating. All right. Sorry about that. Let's give it one last try. I'm going to send it to 135 BPM here. Just to, you know, create some entertainment, create some actual content. We're going to go ahead and finish this course one try. 3, 2, 1, go. Up. Up. It might seem easy now, but it won't be. You gotta go up. sound too. Ooh, it's so close. It's so close. It's so insanely close. Last one. From the start. Yep. Up to. Yep. Down. Yeah, we made it. We didn't. But we can't stay all day doing this and failing at Geometry Dash course. It's not creating. And we got quite a lot of things that needs to get done. We got to do a slightly above average stitch impression. And we actually, we did a Geometry Dash break. We didn't make the course, but we had a break. And we got to make a song with samples in. We already did kind of that. Ask me questions. That's going to be the last bit. And Swedish talk. So leave the Geometry Dash course over here. And we're going to bring the BPM up to 177 again. Can you make an FL tutorial video? Yeah, I'll make one. The entire screen shakes when I spam the buttons. That's true. I don't know how to prevent that, really. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So let's have a listen to the second part here of the song and try to bring in more samples to it. Bum, 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 bum. We could have that one play just a long chord instead, I think. Can we? Ra-pa-pa-pa-pum. Favorite stock plugin on FL? I gotta say Boobass on that one. Someone told me to reverse the burp. We're gonna try that. So we still use the sample without hearing the burp. Thank you, Great Charles. That's very nice of you to say so. We're here celebrating today. I'm very glad you're here. That makes me thankful, humble, and appreciative. We might just want to use the first part of the sample here. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna... Maybe it will work better if we, cheat a bit. Not cheat, but, make it easy for ourselves. Instead of making an entire new chord progression from this kind of difficult sound, we're gonna go ahead and use the C minor Rhodes in 80 BPM. Sample there, maybe a cat. I lower it down. Something's off in the sample there. It's a bit too jazzy, I guess. Wow. Oh, I love this sample. Have you guys heard this? That's what it's supposed to sound. How did you come up with the idea of speaking on beat during your videos? It was not an idea really. I mean, I just did it for a video, and people seemed to appreciate it, so I kept doing it. It was also the most effective way to convey the meaning of the video, kind of, because it went by faster if I didn't have to pause the music, you know. All right, let's go ahead with the agenda. And before that, we're going to add a little bit of a bass line here, using the same bass line from before, but chopping it up. And then I'll show you guys a crazy trick that no one has ever heard of before. But before that, bass line. Something like that, I think, could work amazing for this. Who sent in this bass line, by the way? Let's turn on portamento on it. That means that it won't override itself. We could also use cut itself, but I'm going with the portamento setting here. El General Contos, how are you, bro? I'm good. I'm very good, actually. I'm very happy. I've moved to a new city. I used to live in Stockholm. Now I don't. And it's way better here, you know, generally. Did you listen to the new Martin Garrix song? I didn't, but I used to be a huge Martin Garrix fan. I remember actually waiting up for the night that Virus with Moti was supposed to be released. I really looked up to him, you know. I really wanted to become a DJ. Boom, boom. There's something, either with the sample or the bass line, is a tiny bit off key, isn't it? Hear it. Here you hear it especially. Bum 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 bum. Something is tiny bit. Let's just remove the bass of the pad sample instead. It will be easier. Not with the parametric EQ. With the parametric EQ, too. And then the thing that I was going to show you was that if we just want to add a bunch of these samples, I actually, before we started, just like a chef would in a cooking show, I prepared a Slice X channel. A Slice X channel. Thank you, AAA. It's a road, not a pad. All right, May, you're right. I'm sorry. Slice X, Slice X, Slice X. Yeah, here we go. So in case you just want to bunch add as samples, we could just have this looping here. Yeah, it's going to be on the second bass line here. Hey, Salty SK, it's not in the plans for now, but for the future, maybe. So in this Slice X channel, we actually got all our samples chopped up on a keyboard. So if I just play the keys, they're all on different markers. So we could just easily do this by doing a doota, maybe not that one. So we already got 3 there. Chicken. It's gonna sound like a YouTube poop video. And just like this, we're covering hundreds of samples in a matter of minutes. The Facebook laugh. That's a cool sample. Did someone send this in? It's really tiny. Humble guy. Horn. Clap. Oh, there's a perfect clap actually. Sounds like the Minecraft Enderman sound, doesn't it? Oh, there's more than 100 markers here, but you get the idea. And I think that with this, we can call it a day with making a song with only sounds from the Discord. First, we gotta give some honorable mentions to Skahijo, who provided this amazing vocal sample. God kväll, Ludvigo. Thank you to have you here. Can you add something Spanish? There's not been a lot of Spanish samples yet, but you know, for next one, we sure will. Also, honorable mention to Oscar Power for providing this amazing... Oh, I love that guy. And we'll have a listen from the top and up. See. Don't care too much if the parts don't connect, you know. That's not the important point here. The important point is that we enjoy something together as a whole and that we did this together.
Synthet made this one.
Can't stop addicted to the music.
Kind of a beat switch there. On the lacking by. Thank you, Island Hill. Väldigt fint sagt. It really is just Can't Stop by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Oh, the sample compilation. Oh! Amazing song. Amazing. I'm kind of happy with it. I'm very glad that you guys sent in the samples. Let's go ahead and look at the schedule, see what else we gotta do. We already did this Geometry Dash break. We did a making a song with sample you sent in. Now we're gonna get rid of the Swedish talk real quick. If someone Swedish in the chat could just ask a Swedish question, so we gotta have a Swedish conversation for this to count. I'll get the song playing while someone asks me something. Vad heter du? Bluebox, vad snällt att du frågar. Jag heter Axel och kommer från Linköping. Alltså. So now we did the Swedish talk. We did a Geometry Dash break. Slightly above average stitch impression. You know, did you guys know that that's the most common question I get? Why do you sound like Stitch? And I'll tell you this. It's because we got the same E sound. Because I didn't realize until recently that not a lot of other people, you know, not a lot of other accents do the E as in beat. They say beat. Sha. Hello guys, I got a beat going. But I can talk like that, so I say beat with an E. And that's what Stitch does too. So in the movies, he'll go like, oh yeah, that means. It means. Got it? So that was a slightly above average impression. And now we gotta ask me questions. Yeah, I don't know how we feel about that if you guys are actually interested. But we could do a 3 to 4 minutes of things like that. So if you're interested in that, then keep watching, because there won't be any more music making after we already did this fantastic rhythm and beat song. What's it called? It's not called rhythm and beat. That's R&B. We did a song. That's what it's called. So let's get some background music playing, and I'll answer a few questions. And if you guys are not interested in me as a person, which I completely understand, I'm very happy for 600K. Thank you. What were your favorite artists? The thing is, that's such a difficult question, my favorite artists. But growing up, it was really EDM, you know. I was all for EDM. I was really an Avicii fan. Like I told you, Martin Garrix. Do you actually play Geometry Dash? I used to do it in school, like when I was 13. Let me bring down the music a bit. I'm getting confused as always. Can I freestyle over the Geometry Dash break jazz song you made? Yeah, you can. Send it in on Gmail and I'll gladly listen. Have you used Logic Pro before? I did it when I studied music, but I didn't get too much into it. Have you ever used Ableton? I used it after 2 years of FL Studio, and I thought it personally was better than FL. What do you think, brother? Hey Sangwon, appreciate the question. Sorry, I can't do the music. I'm getting too warm here. I don't think there's a big difference between any DAW, you know. I wouldn't know. I haven't even tried the Ableton at all, so maybe, yeah. I'd say Ableton has a different vibe to it. You know, FL is more about fun and games, about silliness, while let me bring myself up here. While Ableton is less of a more of a serious thing, you know. Then you're actually interested in, you know, warping around these things, the granulators, things like that. Am I Swedish? Yeah, I am. What are the synth/leads from the Drat genre video? I'll show you that one because it's really straightforward. Shonky used another one for his video, which is, I really love that one, but I looked around and I couldn't find it. But there's one that is quite similar, called, okay, not quite similar, in this Fruity FL Studio mobile plugin. The thing is, it's you know, it's not such a complicated sound in reality. The most important thing is that you either use a lot of slide notes, or if you got like a portamento, meaning that every note kind of slides into it, you know? Let's bring a slide up there. So you hear how it kind of, it remembers the tone it just was on, and then it goes, let me bring down my camera here again. So this is the mini synth that we got here. And if you play a G, and if you play a G an octave up, then it kind of slides up to it. Oh, it sounds like that song by Kool and the Gang, doesn't it? And I think that one, you know, it does for a rat synth. It kind of got the same qualities to it. And the other thing you can experiment with is the filter here. No, wait, it's this one. Oh, wait, it's that one. Yeah, you got a cool sounds. You can get some cool sounds. How pro are you in Geometry Dash? I'm slightly above average, I'd say. Can I use the song that you made doing the Geometry Dash break for a rap? Yeah, you can. What's your favorite flex instrument? Oof. I really like flex in general, you know? Some part of me finds it embarrassing to say that I'm a big fan of the chill lo-fi pack, but I am a sucker for the chill lo-fi pack. I don't know why that is embarrassing, but it's like it's as if chill lo-fi isn't an actual genre, you know. But I've always liked this. Let me get the drums up here. There's one synth that I want to show you. It's the cutesy lo-fi synth. This is one I use for the Cut Itself video. I don't know what the chord it starts on, but it's like... I'd guess it's an A minor 7. Yeah, there you go. And with a low velocity. I'll get rid of the kick here as well. Oh, sorry. Wow, thank you, Niftish. I appreciate it. Every time I watch one of your vids, I'm blown away. Oh, I can't. I'm feeling humbled when you say things like that. Thank you very much. It makes me very happy. Yeah, so the cutesy lo-fi synth I've used for a lot of stuff. Both for this and for the classic, you know, the classic backbeat things. Why isn't it looping? Oh, right. Guess we gotta remove the other part. It doesn't matter. What do you think is your best song? I mean, Synthet-wise, a lot of the Synthet content is produced for tutorial purposes, you know? But there are some that I feel are, like, you know, actual... The Control-Delete song, it's not a perfect mix, but I think... Oh. It's kind of vibey, you know? And I also think some of my older stuff, when I was, you know, more of a perfectionist, there's one for, from the, where is it? From the panning video I did like a year ago now. I think this one is, you know, well made. Do you have any packs that you sell, give out? There are two, you know, Patreon packs or pocket samples that I just put out. You know, just some random samples that I find while making the videos. I come across a lot of things, and those are available for free on the Patreon page if you want to check those out. You know, classic small little Synthet perks. Some nice hats in 149 BPM. And other, you know,
He's a goon. He's a goon.
Classic samples.
He's a goon. He's a goon.
So those are available if you want to download them up on the Patreon channel. And with that being said, I think we're gonna call it for your opinion on Brazilian funk. Mad X tier. Some sound devious. I've only heard, my only relation to this is from Shonky. And he does, the way he does it, I really like it, But if it's a modern genre. I haven't listened to any of is it, how big of a thing is it? And with this amazing goon sample on screen, I think we're gonna call today. Thank you for tuning in for this 600K very chill, laid back stream. I'm really glad to have you. Really, really glad to have you. And I mean that. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Maybe see you again in a couple of weeks, maybe in 1 week. If not, have a blast until then. Cheers.